Yo, what's up guys? You got PokeaimMD here with the next part of the OU Road to Top 10. Today, we have a team with Banded, Bulu, plus Scarf KARTANA that my boy Little Lucario made. I'm actually a big fan of this combination. I really love Banded Bulu just because it hits so hard. It's like a truck. Woodhammer 2-hit KO Zapdos, so if Zapdos tries to roost on you, they die anyway, or they get 2-hit KO'd. And defensive Zapdos' Heat Wave doesn't knock out Bulu after Woodhammer recoil or Rocky Helmet recoil, so it's really cool for an ability to break through that and allow something like KARTANA in the late game to be able to sweep. So it's a clean concept. I really love these two together. Grassy Terrain obviously gives Choice Scarf KARTANA essentially a choice band as well, so very big fan of this these two paired together. Now, thank you everybody for all the support on the previous episode of the Road to Rank 1. If you would leave a like, that'd be great. If you do enjoy, if you want to leave a like if you enjoy, I'm not going to ask you to leave a like, man. And leave a comment too, though. If you leave a like, leave a nice little comment. I love that PK faces, man. I love seeing a bunch of comments, even if they don't have any. There's no. I keep saying the word meat, but I don't mean the word meat. But what is it? Context? No. Filler. It's. I keep forgetting the word. Whatever. Let's get into team preview because I can't remember what I'm trying to say. I'm so sorry. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Hopefully, but yeah. I'll see you in a sec. Alright, so the first member of the team we have is M-TYRANITAR. M-TYRANITAR provides us an answer for Mega Latios and Mega Latias, provides us with Stealth Rock, provides us a Pursuiter, as well as a switch into Heatran, which could be somewhat of a problem to this team. Not really, but we have a couple answers for it, but really nice for that. Ice Punch is there for Landorus, hitting Garchomp and Gliscor. Funnily enough, this team was actually really weak to Zygarde. I was just looking at it, but Zygarde, it being banned, makes this team a whole lot better. Enough speed for defensive Heatran. Yeah, that's just the idea behind M-TYRANITAR, getting up rocks, being a Zam potential check, as well as a Heatran check. Gastrodon is the next member of the squad, and Gastrodon provides us with a Greninja check. It also provides us with a Heatran switch in. It also gives us nice support in Ice Beam and Earthquake. I might actually change this to Scald, just because, again, Zygarde was banned, but I made these slides before Zygarde was banned. But it's a Koko switch in, it's a Greninja switch in, and it provides us with a ground type as well, so it's a Magnezone switch in too. It also has, Toxic for wearing down our opponent and Reliable Recovery in Recover. Sub Magnezone is the next Pokemon in the squad, and this is designed to trap Scizor, to trap Ferrothorn, to blow back Landorus with Corkscrew Crash, Flash Cannon obviously, and it's also really nice because Sub allows you to avoid Leech Seed from Ferrothorn, so Ferrothorn actually can 1v1 with Leech Seed and Protect. It can 1v1 Choice Scarf Magnezone, but Sub Zone, that's a different story, especially because it's modest, so it always 2-hit KOs Ferrothorn. But Sub, Flash Cannon, Thunderbolt, Hidden Power Fire, very big fan of this set and really does support both Bulu and KARTANA on the squad. Tornadus-T form is the next member on the team, and it is our KARTANA answer to the Defogger. It also has Taunt and Hurricane, so to basically be a sort of pseudo stall breaker, not really, but more so a Pokemon that can disrupt Toxapex going for Recover, can stop Celesteela from going for Leech Seed, can stop Clefable from going for Recover, so this is good in that regard. Also stop opposing hazards. Rocky Helmet for chipping away at KARTANA, and a Max Speed, because that's typically what you want on your Tornadus. You want to at least, at worst, Speed tie versus opposing Tornadus, and again, U-turn for some momentum. It's a Defogger. Immune to all the hazards on the ground, so it makes it an excellent Defogger. Tapu Bulu is the next one on the squad, and his choice band, Tapu Bulu, like I was talking about. Absolutely love this Pokemon. Woodhammer is just so incredibly powerful, and with Magnezone trapping all the steel types, where are your resistances, man? Fire types? Nah, I got super power for here, and I don't even care. I got Stone Edge for Zapdos and Volcarona, but we're clicking Woodhammer like 99% of the time. And I got Hornleech as a grass stab that isn't KOing me at the same time with recoil, so Choice Band Tapu Bulu pairs really well with the last member, which is KARTANA. Again, these guys pair really well together. Scarf KARTANA under Grassy Terrain is essentially Choice Band because of the Grassy Terrain boost. And on top of that, you got your own Beast boost. But we have Dual Stab, and then we have Knock Off as well as Sacred Sword. Just standard KARTANA. Be a sort of cleaner, and ideally with Tyranitar pursuing Heatran, getting it nice and low. Magnezone trapping opposing steals as well. Hopefully going for some KARTANA endgame wins if possible. But that is a team. Let us get right into the battles. Alright guys, so we have our first game, and hey, have fun fam. I think we just lose to the combination of Venusaur plus Tornadus. I'll be honest. Mega Venusaur is a problem, and Definitely gets better now that Zygarde's gone. The fact that he has potentially Z Victini as well, just is the cherry on top. Alright, endgame plan. I'm gonna have to keep... How do I not lose to Hawlucha? Like, period. Keep Torn healthy, and that's tough because I needed to check this too and defog at the same time, which it doesn't do for free versus his team. Maybe Sub-Zone can actually help me break through Landorus, which is the rocker for sure. I'm very weak to that Venusaur. I don't see a move that my Kartana can lock itself into to beat everything. Maybe Knockoff. And even then, Lucha comes in and sets up. Don't have Intimidate either. Alright, we're gonna go Tyranitar. Because initially I can just get some... this is one of my Victini answers, obviously. But if I can just get rid of his rocker, that'd be fantastic too. That is not Helmet. He actually doesn't switch in very well to this Pokemon. It's just a shame that I'm going to go Tornadus as he U-turns, and he's going to bring out Greninja and Spike, or you get out Coco and still find a way to get in his Venusaur. Just like an Ice Punch. Like, damage on this is important for Victini, but I don't think I'd ever find myself in a situation where I'd be able to 1v1 Victini anyway. Unless it's not choiced in some sort of way. So I'll just Ice Punch again. Getting that hit off on Lando means when I get rid of rocks, they're hopefully gone. There's no point in me getting up rocks either. Because I'm pressured to defog them since this dude has Hawlucha. And I'm assuming it's Electric Terrain Hawlucha, or Electric Seed Hawlucha. Ztini's still a threat, man. One good thing is his inability to really switch into my zone now that Lando's at 32%. That's awesome. Is he sleep? Because I didn't want rocks at first, but with Sam being up, I just realized how good that is versus Venusaur. I just don't want him to put my Tornadus to sleep if he has it. I definitely think Giga Drain and Sludge Bomb are necessary. Maybe Leech Seed? Torn takes every hit regardless, and he let Venusaur take 42%. I could also crunch twice to figure out what type of Venusaur this is. He won't be getting much from me, and I don't want him sleep powdering. Yeah, and I'm faster. Okay, cool. And he Sludge Bombs. Awesome. So I'm able to get rid of Venusaur immediately, but at the same time, I have to switch because I'm really being set up to lose to Coco. Like, I'm faster, so I can crunch him now, but then he's going to be able to go Hawlucha, or Coco into Hawlucha, and potentially just win. Yeah, crunch is fine again. Venusaur is way too much of a threat for at least Leaf Blade can do something, even with Victini and whatnot. So he's going to be able to bring Coco into Lucha, and it's going to be problematic for sure. I think the only Mon that actually doesn't let him set up with his Lucha is going to be me going directly out into my Magnezone on Coco, right? Because he can go Lucha now, I guess, if he wants to. But it's not a winning turn. Just getting rid of Venusaur so early is fantastic. That was such a problem for me to deal with. Realistically speaking, it beat all of my team. It did. So now all I gotta hope to do is somehow defog and prevent rocks from my opponent and go from there. Tyranitar helping me out more than I thought it would. So that's really nice. Another thing he could do is go Coco into Victini as I go zone. I think that is something he would do. Gren could come out too and try and claim a KO, but Gren will probably Spikes, which I feel like is like a momentum losing move. Lando comes out, I'm just going to Ice Punch. Allow him to knock me out. Getting my Tornadus and defog here. No attack defensive Landorus goes for, should be able to knock me out. Like, I liked my T-Tar in this game, but yeah, I am way better with not dealing with rocks in a game where my opponent has a Lucha. Hell yeah. I think we always go zone here. just to not allow in Lucha. Potentially allowing in Victini, obviously a giant problem. But I think that as far as soft checking Pokemon go, I check Greninja with Scarf Kartana and Bulu. So if he goes Victini, I can afford to go for a Thunderbolt in Electric Terrain. As he Z's, most likely. So like what I'm basically saying is that I'm pretty sure I can afford to Thunderbolt here. Then get in my Gastrodon after and do some damage, because I will live 1 stored power. I just want to know how much Kartana does to this on after it's boosted, because that's going to be important too. Kartana, are you paper kid? Why am I putting in Kartana versus Arcana? Sorry, Celebrate. +1 defense. Knock off those 36 to 42. Okay. Gotta keep Tornadus alive. This is gonna check Greninja. Yeah, I'll let him knock me out here. Get in my Gastrodon, click Earthquake now. I'll live a stored power. I actually tanked that a lot better than I thought I would. Wow, and I get a crit, which I did not want. I definitely didn't want that crit. I don't think you knock me out at all. I really want to just, because I don't want to lose to this. I really want to Ice Beam, anticipating him to go Lando to try and pivot into maybe Lucha from it. Because if I get in Torn versus Coco, I'm toxic. I knew he'd go Lando, man. It doesn't matter, I always get in Torn. Oh, I thought he'd Rock Spam. Rock Spam made a lot more sense versus me, I felt. But we have to get him Bulu here. I thought he would initially just Rocks. And what I would do is Leftovers would put him out of range of that, and I'd be able to defog immediately. Are you an Ice Beamer? You are an Ice Beamer. I mean, I have to Toxic. Oh god. Let's see. Man, I'm gonna Ice Beam here because I don't want a Lucha coming in for free. And he seems to just be adamant about going Lando now, so. But he's gonna be able to get in Lucha after, right? Oh, and he's sub. Yeah, I've lost. Damn, man. I really didn't think, because if I defogged, it'd be easier for me, obviously. I can't live this. Good game. I figured I would lose to this thing. Even if I kept getting in Bulu into Bulu, I don't think I'd be able to prevent this. Let's see if I eat this, though. I doubt it. Yeah. Yeah, I knew that was going to end up happening. So a turn that would have made that different because he went hard Coco is me obviously defogging with my Torn. So I got that play wrong. I thought that he would spam Rocks because it basically ensured Rocks. By me going for Taunt, he lived a turn of Poison, and I can defog right after safely. But I should just spam defog and not went for it. So that was a pretty bad start. I'm really Lucha weak, so I thought that a well-played Lucha would beat me anyway. But we actually found a game, and it wasn't 300 minutes. It's awesome. Rain. Sub-Zone is fantastic in this. Have fun, dude. You know what I really like at TYRANITAR? I like it as an ability to just weaken Garchomp, because I'll live a hit from Garchomp always. And if I use it as a lead, I can weaken / get rid of it and trap both Ferrothorn and Celesteela with Magnezone later and kind of just win. So we're going to go T-Tar. I'm assuming he's going to lead off with. Leads off a Clef, that's fine. Not too bad for me. Gonna get up my rock here. I'm getting up rocks initially just to wear down Garchomp for, I think, my Z zone. I want to say Z zone does it after. I'm getting zone now as he goes Pharaoh, and we'll just sub. Didn't think he'd go Pharaoh, but Zone was a good play because of Moonblast anyway, or him going Pelipper or anything. So we get a sub up here. He can't Leech see me. Goes for Knock. HP Fire is going to be an easy 2-hit KO. Go ahead and give me that Pharaoh Thorn. Beautiful. And he actually has to sack like 2 Pokemon to kill this thing. Like he goes Garchomp and I Z him. So like I mentioned, this guy has to sack 2 Pokemon to beat this Zone, and Zone just comes in now and just clicks Thunderbolt safely and wins this game. So I thought this was how this game would go, assuming everything went well. Obviously, Gren is still an issue. I don't really want to go hard Gastrodon. I'd rather get him Bulu on the Hydro Pump. That's cool. And just click Wood Hammer like a man. Because something is getting 2-hit KO'd. Celesteela probably is not getting 2-hit KO'd, but goes Pelipper to get dunked on. Celesteela comes out. Oh, is this one of those sets that sets up? It has to be. It's an Atatomize set. I feel like Gastrodon takes every hit. Unless he crits me with Heavy Slam. Nice. I always ate that unless I got crit with Heavy Slam right there. That's fantastic. Luckily the game is not over yet, but I might just lose to Water Shuriken. Yeah. I literally had to be crit by that Heavy Slam there to die to that Tectonic Rage. So that's awesome. Yeah, another L. That's fantastic. Let me make sure I'm like Gastrodon, custom set. It's Adamant Celesteela, right? Isn't that the only way it gets its Oh, it doesn't have to be Adamant. I guess it could be Jolly. Whatever, let's just assume it's Adamant. Maybe it did more than I'm giving it credit for. No, it did not. I literally had to be the crit there by the Heavy Slam to, because I also had Grassy Terrain Recovery, yeah. So I was outside of range. That's annoying. I guess we go for Sacred Sword here and hope it does 34%, but I doubt it. I doubt it actually does 34. I mean, I'm pretty close to being to losing to Water Shuriken too. So even if this does KO, let's see. Where's my Halucha matchup on this team? Okay, it does manage to KO. Nice. So I'm gonna win this game. I think if he goes Clef, he's going to double out to Greninja because I can get in zone versus that, and that's an issue for him. I don't want him to Water Shuriken win. So that's like my thought process, right? If he goes Gren now, I don't think he'll kill me with Water Shuriken unless he gets 5 hits. I think that if he gets in Clef, he's probably trying to weaken my... Like, I feel like he's going to double out into Greninja, right? Because what I could do is I sack Bulu, I get in Magnezone, and I sub. I don't even have to sub with Magnezone. No, but then I'm going to lose to Water Shuriken. Would he double here? I'm trying to think of if it's better to just always sack Bulu and then get in zone. Because if he gets his form, then I lose anyway, right? Alright, we'll sack Bulu. Yeah, I knew he'd double there. Do I Smart Strike here? He still needs a good amount to KO me. What's the damage on Clef though? I knew he'd double. Like, I knew he'd make that play. I just wasn't sure of what was better for me. Was it better for me to Sacred Sword and try and get in zone and then pray he doesn't get enough hits with Greninja, or what? Because Zone being in versus Clefable behind a sub could win the game too. But again, if Gren got good hits, it could beat me. I'm just going to keep Leaf Blading until I die. That's not the play. Tyranitar can live a hit from Greninja, I'm pretty sure, if it's Water Shuriken. Actually, yeah, this is the play. Alright, no, I wasn't trying to get the Leaf Blade crit. I was trying to get in my Magnezone after. That was definitely not what I was trying to do. To get in zone and sub and just pray for some good turns on Water Shuriken. Like if you got 2. Good game, dude. I was not trying to crit you there. I'm sorry about that. Man, not even 1900 anymore. I'll pause it, guys, until we find another battle. Be right back. Alright, friends. So we got another game, and I don't remember this guy's team, but I'm pretty sure I played him last time. I Pursuit Trap his Gengar, though, I think. I don't remember if it was All Out Pummeling or Never Ending Nightmare. Bulu honestly goes in versus everything, and because I have Gastrodon and Tyranitar as great switch-ins to Heatran, I'm actually going to lead off with Bulu. We're going to go towards a potential endgame Leaf Blade sweep or even Sacred Sword sweep. All of that is possible, I think, versus this guy, with Lando being chipped away. But Choice Band Bulu is what makes a way for that. So, gonna get in my yeah, fun. Gonna hopefully just get some stuff going on right now. I'm gonna Wood Hammer. Find out, Ming. Gotta promote myself, man. What's happening? Huh. Is everything a question, bro? Lopunny can come in if it wants to. Most likely. I'm going to make the pivot to stop Lopunny. I don't want him leap seeing either on this Pokemon as he goes Lando. I live a Scarf Stone Edge as he was not Scarf. We're going to get in my Bulu one more time. Is that Banded Lando? Bandorus? Why am I so weak to this Pokemon? I am so weak to off... I think that was Earth Plate, right? I feel like this was Earth Plate. I am so weak to Lando. Like, switching in-wise to a more offensive Lando, obviously. We'll get into T-Tar here. I can get on my rocks. If he doubles out to Lopunny, fantastic play. I don't think chipping away at him is necessary right now. I actually do think rocks are... Wow. What a play. Staying in the Toxic me. Okay. So we're going to Pursuit on this Heatran, and now we'll actually be able to chip away at it. Beautiful damage from me as Ferrothorn is going to come in. I have a Magnezone, and I'm not afraid to use it. I'm fairly confident I'm going to be fast. I am actually guaranteed to be faster than this Pokemon, because my Tyranitar was faster than it. But we'll use Tyranitar to hopefully wear something down right now too, because he doesn't switch into Crunch very well. Alright, so now we'll go for Pursuit again. Actually, he still doesn't switch into Crunch. There's no point in pursuing. Because if I get this thing in... If I get in a sub-zone versus... first off, he let me weaken Lando, which is fantastic. Lando is a problem. Absolutely a problem, dude. Torn lives even in Adamant Stone Edge. So Torn is my play. And he's U-turning around, letting me chip away for a Sacred Sword sweep. Awesome. Rotom comes out. You cannot kill me. I'm going to go for Taunt here so you can't defog. I don't think you'd Volt Switch either because I do have a Gastrodon. And now I can U-turn on what I'm anticipating to be his Volt Switch. I get in Gastro and I double out into Zone there. Or I'm just able to get in Gastro now. That's cool too. Just Earthquake. I'm cool with KOing Ferrothorn. This Ferrothorn won't be able to beat me because I am modest. So it's not going to be able to do the whole... Maybe it will be able to beat me because I'm modest. Huh. I still don't see a Crunch switching. So I'm going to click Crunch here. And be able to get in my zone and potentially sub up on Pharaoh and Getting 2 for the price of 1. Him giving me Heatran is amazing. Like, this guy is giving me his Leaf Blade answers. Gengar does not count. Under terrain, that Mon is getting blown away. He can go in and Power Punch now if he wants. I'm actually going to get some nice chip on him too. Return shouldn't knock me out. Yep. He's going to pup. Go ahead and take some damage. And now you die to Leaf Blade. Fantastic. I get in cart now. About to be a man and double out to zone too. As he gives me a Lando initially. Not too bad. Gashadon still beats this and this, so it's not worth sacking. Right now the sack is Bulu. To be able to get in my Kartana. I want to say just click Sacred Sword here because I'll knock him out, and I also keep out the Pharaoh, and I let in Gengar, which isn't too big of a deal. I'm still gonna trap that Feral Thorn. I know Leaf Blade was a little bit better because of grassy terrain, and it probably would have killed Gengar too. But I'm also fairly confident that Gashadon will live both a Shadow Ball into a Z Shadow Ball. Because it's Big Astro. Doubles out to Pharaoh. I mean, I always U-turn here. I can taunt. Once I trap this thing, is dead. So I get a U-turn now on what I'm assuming to be Rotom, or he stays in. Giving me the KO. Yep, he doesn't 3 KO my sub and my zone. This is what I was going for, because I can Leaf Blade win this game now. I also pick up a KO with zone, like period. Like if he goes Rotom, I don't even have to Leaf Blade. I can Smart Strike win the game. Yeah, like if he goes Rotom now, so it takes the damage I need, not him. I get in Gastro and I can just click Toxic. I mean, I just click Earthquake here too. If he goes anything, I'm good. Like, I am good either way. Get in zone. As he clicks return, I get in cart. Just Leaf Blade. I don't really care if he goes Gar. That's a Leaf Blade for later. He does get the Cursed Body. I'm pretty sure Struggle kills you. Yeah, I think he's Scarf though. He loses anyway, even if he wasn't. I'm pretty sure that guy lost regardless, but yeah, okay. Able to get another win there. Nice, nice. I mean, that's what I expected. I did expect Kartana to win the late game. I knew Zone would trap Pharaoh. The fact that it was super slow Tyranitar meant, I mean Heatran, excuse me, meant that my Tyranitar was able to chip away at it, and even eventually Zone could get in. This is what I was going for. Had I clicked Smart Strike there, it wouldn't really make a difference. It's better to get rid of, or it doesn't matter if Rotom is allowed in more so, but I also didn't feel like calcing if I 2-hit KO it, whereas if Gengar comes in, I always 2-hit KO it, and Struggle kills Gengar anyway, so I don't have to worry about that. If he goes Lopunny, even if it's Power Up Punch, Quick Attack, I literally go out into my Tornadus next. If he goes for Power Punch or anything like that, if he does Fake Out anyway, but if he goes for Power Punch after that, he is KO'd by 2 turns of Rocky Helmet, which he's forced to take. I get in cart, I click Leaf Blade again, and I win. But yeah, we'll pause until we find another battle, guys. We'll be right back. Alright, guys, we have another game, and not the best for us, I want to say. If he leads off with Kyurem, he basically gets a kill, which forces me to lead off with Tyranitar. But if I chip away at him, like, I feel like Leaf Blade is my easiest way of sweeping, and even though he has 5 resist to it, okay? Hear me out, hear me out. I weaken T-Tar, right? He's giving me Grassy Terrain boost with his Bulu. Maybe Smart Strike is a little bit better, or even Sacred Sword. I do see myself Leaf Blade winning this game, though, if I do manage to win, of course. I'm very weak to Kyurem Black. I mean, it's who isn't? I'm hoping that my sub Magnezone helps me deal with Mawile if that thing comes in later. And again, I want Tyranitar as a lead because Kyurem is a problem. Ends up leading off with Rotom. We're going to go right out to Gastrodon here. I'm not sure if he'd hard switch. like actually hard switch into one of his grass types, but it doesn't look like he did. I didn't want to Mega Evolve either, but I avoid the Thunder Wave, which is fantastic. We're gonna go for Toxic here. As he goes Bulu. Also, again, fantastic. Now, if I'm him, I'd probably go Kieran Black. If I'm him, I think I go Kieran Black, because I have Torn. I'm gonna make the Tyranitar play. I know it's super crazy. Well, I really thought you go Kieran Black there. I mean, no matter what, no play they go for can knock me out. No play they go for versus Magnezone should knock me out. Even if they go for knockoff, I'm fine. Yeah, they play rough here. I can sub up on the potential Sucker Punch. And then get off my Z. Even if he goes for an attack, I'm fine with that too. Is he just for all-out pummeling? Or just all attacking? Hopefully this KOs, because this is modest. And again, getting rid of that, awesome, awesome. So that was a Pokemon that could have KO'd the majority of my team, and I'm glad that Maul is gone. Also, that was his Intimidate. So one thing that could potentially stop me from Leaf Blading through. Heatran comes out. Tyranitar doesn't die to anything, and I do want Rocks up to pressure his Kyurem. And I'm assuming he'd go for Rocks himself. So I get up Rocks. I pressure Kyurem. I weaken it. Serp is obviously an issue, but we just want to be smart around the potential of. We want to be smart. I know that switch was crazy, right? Or that Tyranitar switch into this was crazy, but I'm trying to explain why I did it. So we always go Torn here. I think because I made my crazy play last time, he's not going to do it this time, yeah. And the fact that we have Sand and Poison and Rocky Helmet racking up is so nice. It is so nice. I don't even care if he stays in because I got a Zone as a sack. Like all around, I'm good versus this. What are you doing here? You going for Superpower? Nope. Sub right now, 2 on your Heatran coming in. Leftovers Heatran, let's see if I'm faster than it. Hey, I'm okay with that. So the Bulu has been weakened, the Heatran is essentially weakened. We're gonna Thunderbolt again. Because we can get in Tyranitar now and Pursuit. Weakening one of his... Well, I mean, Sacred Sword is pretty prone to sweep now anyway. But by getting in T-Tar, I get to Pursuit something. That's the idea behind it. I weaken Heatran to potentially a Smart Strike thing. Okay, I mean, I don't care. I'm gonna click Crunch now. I don't make it. This doesn't make a difference to me. I just gotta weaken Heatran. Rotom comes out. I'm pretty sure my Gastrodon always walls you, like always. And I can just Ice Beam on the Bulu coming in. He might go out into. He may actually go out into his. He may actually go Serp, and I want to keep Gastrodon alive because it deals with Heatran always. I'm gonna Crunch again. Yeah. He doesn't switch it on Crunch. Like, he goes Bulu, I get in my Torn, so I don't really mind. Unfortunately, my own Bandit Bulu I don't think is amazing here. Besides getting up terrain for me. Torn comes in. And essentially KOing that. Uh-oh. No. Okay, I have to switch. I actually have to switch. If that's Scarf Serperior, it can Leaf Storm sweep me. Yeah, sorry, buddy. I had to do this play. I ain't about to get Leaf Storm swept by a Scarf Serp. I actually probably am about to get Leaf Storm swept by a Scarf Serp. Click Stone Edge here. I'm about to get Leaf Storm swept by Scarf Serp, aren't I? Crap. Like, I might just get Leaf Storm swept by Scarf Serp. I'm not sure how to prevent... Even at preview, right? Okay, good. He went Heatran. That's in Sacred Sword range. That's in +1 Sacred Sword range. This is almost in Sacred Sword range. It's Leftover Serp. Oh, thank God. Woo! Okay, we're good. I don't care. I literally just keep clicking buttons until my Tyranitar dies. I got the damage I need on Serperior now that Sacred Sword KOs it too, so I should just win the game right now. That's it. I could crunch here. That's leftovers, right? I'm not mistaking anything. Alright, that should be game. Okay, cool. So I guess Sacred Sword was my way of winning this game. Yeah, I was just like worrying about that. Like in the back of my head, I always worried about that, but I don't. How could I have stopped that? Like I had to use Zone to take on Mawile. I had to sub because if he had a Sucker, they could knock me out. All right, that's the +1. The Rockers are up. Good game, dude. Yeah, that's why I couldn't stay in with Torn and knock. I couldn't beat him 1v1 with the Pokemon I had out because my Tornadus was not in range. It was in range of Leaf Storm. Don't put that smiley face. I don't want to deal with that. Let's say he's random Chapel Berry on Kyurem. I mean that wouldn't matter. I'm pretty sure it dies anyway. But even if it didn't, I think at that point Gashadon, like, first off, I'm pretty sure this would die even if it was Chapel Berry. Secondly, Gashadon beats these two 1v1 always, so. Nice, we'll pause it, guys, until we find another battle. Be right back. Alright, guys, so we got a game, and I'm pretty sure I just flat out lose to offensive Scizor, and I have no way of stopping it. Like, I'm actually just so serious. I think I just lose to Scizor right off the bat. Have fun, dude. And I don't know how. I don't think there's any position I could do to stop it. If it's faster than Zone, which it should be under Terrain, I can't beat it. But as far as disrupting stuff, Tornadus is a great lead because it lets me U-turn out into Tyranitar on Ninetales. It lets me taunt this thing too. I mean, if he explodes with this, it's okay too. Yeah, no rocks for you, sir. Getting his own Torn. Are you an all-out pummeler? I didn't want to go out to Tyranitar just in case it was an all-out pummeler. I wanted to weaken this thing with I wanted to try and weaken this thing with Toxic, if possible, because what would have happened was I would have been able to wear it down for Kartana sweep in the end game. Unfortunately, now he probably knows that he can go Hoopa and blow me away. Gastro's role in this game is not really much. Maybe I guess it switches into this Pokemon, huh? That's about it. Getting Torn now, I can U-turn and knock him out. I want to defog. Is that necessary? Is that a winning play? I do want to defog. Yeah, I really want to defog. like U-turn is the better play because it'll knock out Hoopa guaranteed, right? At -1 defenses. But if I actually manage to get my defog off, it's so much better for Torn in this game. U-turn is fine. As he goes Ninetales, giving me my Tyranitar. What I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna Mega Evolve because I want to save my Sand. Forget it. I'm just gonna keep my rocks up in this game, because I want to save it for the Zand, just in case he doubled, and I can get in the boy. And of course he hits me with the burn immediately. Time to lose to Scizor. I have to Horn Leech so that way this guy can't sub up on me. I get recovery too. Torn was not Helmet, so I have no idea what type of Torn this was. It looks like it'd be all out pummeling because he has so much to deal. If I stay in and he U-turns, he's just gonna go out to Scizor and probably mess me up. Keldeo, Tornadus is probably one of my other ways of stopping this thing. I'm gonna head up T-Tar and pray he's not all out pummeling and attempt to just pursue him. He might go for Supersonic Strike. Alright, let's pursue here. Nice, so we're able to get rid of Torn. Fantastic. I can still Mega Evolve on the thing so it can't get up its Veil on me. I can Mega Evolve on Ninetales so it can't get up Veil. That shouldn't matter too much either. I'm just trying to see how do I not lose to Scizor. If it's offensive Scizor, I think I lost either way. But I'm gonna Horn Leech here. Getting Torn. Leaf Blade, Leaf Blade, Leaf... Not Leaf Blade. Sacred Sword actually does it. He goes for knockoff initially. Okay, cool. So I'll taunt here. Are you... Bro, there's no way. You have superpower. He doesn't, and I'm faster. Okay, we win. We win. No. Let me Leaf Blade you, horse. Even if he gets a Veil, I'm pretty sure I still win. Yeah, I think I still win. Because Keldeo doesn't set up on me, and I have Grassy Terrain. Hoopa comes in, and what move does it lock itself into? It's Banded. Keldeo can sub up on me, though. Of course he gets the burn. I just don't want to lose to Keldeo. Damn. So I thought that he would anticipate me to basically always go out into my... I thought he would try and get in Keldeo because he can get a sub up after, and if I waste Veil, I can get in Kartana. I just messed up this endgame. That's awesome. That burn was annoying too. That's my bad. So I tried to catch him getting in his Keldeo. Good game, man. I'm mad to lose. I'm really mad to lose that one, but... So, if he got in Keldeo and got a sub, I lost. That's basically the idea behind it. Had Tyranitar not get burnt, I got off a little bit more damage on Hoopa. The issue is that I don't think I could sack... If Zone died, if Magnezone died, then I should have sacked Zone. But I don't think... Does it die to Banded Hoopa's Fire Punch? I feel like it doesn't. I had a chance to. I should have probably just went off that chance. But even then, like, Magnezone also... Like, that was... That, I don't know if he saw it, but that endgame, if he ever got in Keldeo, he could get in Keldeo on Tyranitar, especially because it was burnt and sub up on me, right? So if he ever got in Keldeo, I lost. If he got in Keldeo on a turn, I went Zone, and Zone stayed asleep because I hadn't burnt the turn. It could have been bad. I got this guy again. That game was annoying, man. I don't think... Did my regular Tyranitar... Like, maybe if I didn't get a Veil, did Crunch break Keldeo's sub? I wasn't even paying attention to Crunch broke its sub. It did break its sub. Okay, so I had to prevent Veil there, too. Him letting Hypnosis hurt, too, as well, but... I'm pretty sure I'm going to go for the same thing, Kartana sweeping at the end. Right here, I believe I always U-turn out to Gastrodon. Like, always. As he goes for Toxic and unfortunately misses. I thought he'd go Feral. I didn't think he'd Toxic initially, giving me his literal Leaf Blade answer. Okay. That's lame. That is very lame. Dude, what are you doing? Why do you value giving me Heatran? Okay, I know he missed 3 times in a row, but if he lost Heatran there, look at Kartana. He didn't realize Kartana destroyed him last. Alright, dude. I'm gonna once again Ice Beam because I don't want him going Lando on me, even though Pharaoh is the better pivot. I don't want to double again because I'm scared because he does not fear the ground weakness. I'm very worried. Very worried indeed. Who's PMing me? You guys think I should do an Enter Welcome to Uber Zygarde and just use a regular Zygarde? That'd be fun. I'm Ice Beaming just in case he wants to be crazy and pivot into Lando. Goes Rotom. cover here. I think he's just gonna Leech Seed anyway. As he goes, Big Lando. Let's land our Hurricanes. Let's Lando. Ah, nice. Okay, I got the chip I need. Beautiful. Lovely. And he messed up. Ah, nice. Give me this. Yeah, so potentially a knockoff type of sweep can definitely happen. I also get damage on, or Sacred Sword type sweep could happen too. I also get damage on Heatran, which is fantastic. That boy can't even double. He has Roar. Well, I'm Choice Banned, so give me that. And now Leaf Blade is really prone to sweep you. I don't have my thing anymore. That's fine. I'm pretty sure Kartana, literal choice ban because Lopunny. Yeah, Leaf Blade does 109% min. That's lovely. Go ahead and give me that thing. Yeah, I told you he's gonna lose to Kartana again. I knew he'd lose to Kartana again. He literally, dude. That's why I know he missed Toxic, right? I know he missed Toxic, so he played very aggressive and he got something out of it. But the reason why I think that was such a high risk, low reward play, because if I Earthquake that Heatran, his only other thing stopping me from Leaf Blading him is not Gengar. Gengar doesn't stop me from Leaf Blading him. Was Ferrothorn, which I was already able to trap. So there were just some turns there that I was like, not a big fan of that. Not a big fan of that at all. I can look for another one, I guess. I'll pause until we find one, guys. We'll be right back. Alright, guys, we have a game, and I like Magnezone a lot in this game. I really do. It's so good. It's so good, especially sub. Now, if I'm my opponent, I'd probably lead off with Charizard initially versus me, but I think that Tornadus covers all of my bases. It has Taunt and it has U-turn versus everything. Maybe Zard Y plus Drill, something I could think. Yeah. I'm assuming it's Zard Y plus Drill. We're gonna U-turn here. I don't think he'd Solar Beam initially. Like he should know that I can pivot in. What is Gastrodon's role in this game? Not much. He should know that I can pivot into Tyranitar here. I'd rather let him. Yeah, exactly. I figured he'd Focus Blast. So I get a Toxic off on Charizard. We're going for a late game Leaf Blade sweep again. If you guys didn't know. Yep. I was fairly confident. I knew how my opponent was gonna play these turns. So once again, Torn is the sack. I will play how I will with Gastrodon when need be. Torn is a sack. I'm gonna taunt here as Clef comes out. I'm gonna U-turn out and hopefully get in zone. So that I'm thinking this is preventing rocks. You know, another mon that just gets a kill, and I'm actually gonna claim a kill with it right now. Is big boy Bulu. I'm gonna double out though into my my Magnezone so I can start killing everything too. Like I know, you know what? Woodhammer. Forget prediction. I have Choice Band Bulu in. What am I doing? Let me get my kill. Yo, if he goes out into Charizard, I'm gonna Woodhammer that too. I have to be very careful about his drill. So keeping up grassy terrain is actually smart. I wonder if he'd Z me right now. Gastrodon doesn't have a role besides to tank a potential Z if he wants to go for that. Rock slides me immediately. He's Life Orb. Good to know. Good to know. Just gonna Ice Beam here. Hits Charizard. His Earthquake isn't gonna do much. Pharaoh coming out. My bad. That's big. Yeah. I mean, I think he lost at that point. I'd already outplayed him ridiculously with Gastro. And I kind of had to make those plays too, because if Tyranitar got Focus Blasted, I was in the back. So because that's how I would have played versus Gastrodon. I know I talked about high risk versus reward, but at that point, Gastrodon doesn't actually have a role in this game, right? Tyranitar checks Lottie. Bulu's Grassy Terrain means I don't lose to Drill. Kartana sweeps at the end. Tyranitar also getting up rocks for Charizard. Zone trapping Pharaoh, beating Clefable, potentially beating Tyranitar and Lottie and even Zard. So Gastrodon was the weakest link, right? In this game, Gastrodon was the weakest link. But in the last game, Heatran was by no means the weakest link. Look at my team and look at Heatran. Heatran was definitely not the weakest link in the last game. So I think my plays were more justified than the last guy's, even though it obviously kind of worked out for him in the long run. But yeah, that freeze was pretty big. I went for Ice Beam because I was trying to catch Charizard, because if I forced Charizard to roost, I would always Earthquake Charizard. Again, because Gastrodon was the weakest link, I would always Earthquake it if it tried to roost on me. And once Magnezone got in versus Ferrothorn, it was essentially 2 KOs. Yeah, because I subbed, HP fired twice, knocked that thing out. Whatever came in, if it was Tyranitar, I could just Corkscrew Crash it, either weakening it or getting rid of it. I also don't know if he was Smooth Rock. Smooth Rock actually made a difference, but that's why I kept Bulu alive, because if Bulu's alive, then Earthquake is weakened from Excadrill, so Kartana could tank a hit. And hopefully Kartana could Leaf Blade / Smart Strike / Sacred Sword / whatever through the end of his team. But yep, we're gonna end there. I'm still iffy about this. I'll show you guys where I am. I always end up in the same spot, but like I've been literally from the 20 to 10 for the past how many episodes? And why is this guy 100 million points away from everybody else? What's happening here? I either gotta make a power episode, which is like a movie type episode. I'm not talking about a 2-hour movie. I'm talking about freaking Titanic out here, like 6 hours. Titanic, how long is Titanic? Three hours and 15 minutes. It did not feel like that. I must have watched it twice in a row, because it really felt like it was 6 hours long. Gone with the Wind, Avatar, Titanic 2. Did they resurrect the ship? What happened? Hold up. My bad, guys. Movie reviews here with PokeaimMD. Disaster film writer. Is a low-budget disaster film written? Damn, bro. You're not even going to give it a chance? How you going to tell me? I don't need to know the plot. There's another iceberg and it comes back. Okay, whatever. I'm going to end it there, guys. Thank you for watching. Hope you guys all enjoyed. Feel free to leave a like. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye, my friends.